Go outside. Go. Well, I am hoping that we are live because it's been a hot minute since I've done streaming through StreamYard. We've been on Zooms lately. Oh, I see eyeballs. Yay. Hi, Facebook user. I don't know who you are. I was trying to find the permissions thing and it didn't quite. I couldn't find it. So if you can just let me know who you are, that would be fantastic. So this is interesting. I'm already bummed that I can't see everybody's face. So, hey, Nicole. Yeah, so kind of, might need to pop that up a little. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. It's fine. Okay. So, hey, Suzanne. I love it. I love it. Where are you from and what state? But I mean, this is the private group, so it's just so cute. I like that. I thought I had permission. Let me fix that. Yeah. So yeah, kind of interesting. I kind of miss the whole face thing, so I'll have to think about that. But anyway, okay, listen, I'm just going to go ahead. Hey, Debbie. Check in, see what's happening. It's so funny that the lighting over here, literally in front of me, is like complete night and day over here. I look very dirty. I see you, Melissa. It says your name. I did the permission. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, I see you. So great. Yeah, I know this is not a normal time, but I just felt like I really needed to get on here. I cannot believe that it's already Friday. So very crazy. Welcome, everyone. And so we're streaming to the private group on Facebook and also streaming privately to YouTube so that I can capture that link for our non-Facebook people and then put it over into the texting area. And I'll text it to everybody because I know some of you make it's easier just to watch it on the YouTubes. Hi, Holly. So I'm not too sure. I think I've got everybody's name. So excited to see your name, but boy, I miss seeing your face. That's one thing about Zoom that's pretty cool because obviously we can all log on and see each other. So just some housekeeping stuff really quick. I miss you. Hi, Amber. You're having sound problems. Is that just on your end or is anyone else having a sound problem? Just let me know because I'm pretty sure I'm mostly getting caught but from the iPhone and not the laptop. Nobody else has reported that, so I'm assuming I am okay. So yeah, so just getting back to some housekeeping things. First and foremost, I miss you. I just like I'm so long for the days of just being able to squeeze and hug and convene in a spot where we can all be together. But yeah, so and I love StreamYard, but I will say that I'm missing everybody's face. So I might have to rethink that and go to a Zoom every time I'm on. It's freezing up. Okay, but that's probably yeah. Okay. And I'm actually plugged into the internet on the laptop and so to get better service. I can't get on the site to sign up. Huh, okay. Okay. So just I don't know Facebook user who that is again. Is that you, Nicole? I'm not sure. But anyway, okay, let me stay focused because we all know I can squirrel. But yeah, so a few housekeeping things. I wanted to come on and obviously go over the kit for September. But as you have probably noticed, I've been working on the guides section on the Facebook group, the private group, to just kind of outline the program. And I wanted to clarify the intention and talk about the intention of this creative soul um, box, which I'm actually, and I apologize, I can't shut the door because the cable's coming in from the main house. So you might hear Brando bark. Um, yeah, so I'm kind of even like, should I replace the word box? But then everything does come in a box, and but I just want to say that my intention was never to be like and or compete with a dollar box, the dollar bead box, Sam's box, JJB or Sawflex or any other type of box where there's a plethora of product. That was never ever the intention of the Creative Soul, and and you know, I wanted it to be very and it is project driven, where you know we're using the looms and we're creating a project that I've designed, and then there is like this community, you know, and that's why I've added the texting feature, and then so many other things. So, you know, and it's never been based on really color. I know in October, you know, I did feel like everybody was kind of on the page of let's do some beautiful rose golds and pinks, and we haven't really done that. Uh, and while we've talked about rings, I want you to know that you know a ring can be turned into a jewel drop, and I think I left that in the bedroom. It can be, let's see, do I have anything here? Hold on. Let's see. Okay, like this is a good example. So, you know, a ring can be turned into, where's the camera? Can be turned into a jewel drop just by making it smaller. And so you know, I'm always trying to make sure that things have some flexibility. Some things just are what they are. The choker, you have a plethora of seed beads along with everything else to um, if you want to make a pendant, I think you could probably do a bracelet. I think there's enough ADOs because some people, you know, don't want to wear a choker, but I think it's a good idea to know how to make one. But this what I call these jewel drops. I did these years ago. So it's just taking, whoops, where's the camera? It's just taking the concept of the ring, same concept. Here's a ring. God, this one is old. Look at how it's so gnarly. I've washed my hands and everything with this one. Um, it's just taking the same concept of the ring, how you make the ring, whoopsie, but making it smaller. It's bead weave create, but it's private right now. Yeah, so you can't wear a choker. That's how come when I was putting the kits together, you'll see that there's a bazillion ADOs, lots of ADOs. There's like, oh God, I can't remember. I took the largest size neck that somebody gave me. I think it was like maybe close to 22 inches and did all the math. And I think there's like 1,800 11 O's. So there's options to not do the choker. You can just follow along and learn the technique, but you have enough product. And then of course the clasp is can be used for the choker or a bracelet. Or you could add it to a pendant and it could be a focal piece. That would be super hot. And then maybe some crystals that are hanging off of it. Anyway, okay. So let me just see if there's any other questions. So yeah, so just getting back to the whole intention of what the Creative Soul um, box, for better word. I'm not, I don't know how to identify, is it the Creative Soul membership? I don't know, but I don't want to get too wrapped up in that. But I just want you to understand that, you know, and I think you do. I think for the most part, everybody does. It's not a dollar bead box. It's not Sam's box. It's not JJB. It's not Softflex. It's Creative Soul box. It's based on bead weaving on one of my looms. Um, and it's about community. And in fact, the next thing that I'm going to be doing, I've decided, because it just will keep me accountable. And I think it will help you feel even more like a community, is that I'm going to start doing a stream every Monday. So whether there's something to do or not, I'm just going to show up every Monday, because, again, it will help me to stay accountable. And my intention is to do that at the 4:30 Pacific Standard Time that we have been meeting on or at, and that would be 7:30 East Coast time. And so, I and yeah, and I love all those subscriptions, and they are powerful and awesome and have meaning, right? They have a place. I am not trying to compete with that place. There's um I love this. I love designing something and curating all the deliciousness and putting it together for you every month. So yeah, so that I just want to make sure that everybody understands the intention of that and what you are in. And I think you do. For the most part, I think everybody does uh understand that. And I need to possibly or probably better communicate that on the product page, just so that there's a clear understanding for that new person who might be coming in. But yeah, so that is the new thing. Look at all the guides, and I'm trying to fill everything in and break it down so that if you want to know where things are, and then I'm still working on doing that over on the Kajabi platform. There's just so much to do. And thank you. I don't know who just said that, but thank you. I love you too. So yeah, there's just a lot of good stuff. I sent out a text today, and just to remind everyone, I think, God, it's so noisy. It's so noisy, right? Like globally. It's so heavy and noisy. And we have got to, like, even myself, I've got to, like, back away from those words and that vibe. And one of the most powerful things that you can do, obviously, in addition to prayer, because I'm a praying girl, we can write down what we're grateful for. I mean, first and foremost, we're alive, right? 99.9%. But that really helps me. Like when I am just in a freak out mode and I can't get to the gym to get on that elliptical machine and pound it out, I just like get right into my gratitude. So I hope you enjoy the texting part of this community, and I love helping you all. I can't show you, but my gosh, I am constantly on there trying to help guide and listen. And if these times that we're together, if you ever just are like, Jules, seriously, can we just jump on a Zoom? I pay for it yearly. It is there. So it's not a problem if you're just like, I am not getting this. Just say, can we do a 15-minute visual? And I'm in. I don't want you out there being frustrated. Um, you all are rocking this girl. Holy cow, are you rocking her? I still can't get over it. I tell the story all the time. Like, where was I? I just was talking to somebody about how I had just launched this and then I got sick, and you all just like we're like, you know what? I got this. I'm going to figure it out. And what you've produced is just phenomenal. So I'm so grateful for you. Gosh, you're like, you are, right there, right there. I am so grateful. Okay. So the guides, check out the guides. The cancellation pause. Okay, listen. So right now, where I am at in this month of September, I have already purchased and still am purchasing for October's box. Again, because I'm not a box where I'm just getting beads and I'm putting them all into the box. And I know I've seen some of them, they're delicious. But that's not what I'm doing. I'm literally birthing constantly, right? Design concept. Um and that takes time. And sometimes I'm just like, so the point of me sharing that with you is that if you don't tell me by the 5th of the month, right? So like I would have really needed you to tell me by September 5th if you were not in for October. I know I've mentioned that. I know it's somewhere written, but I put it in the guides. So please, please, please. And I know things happen. I know things happen. I mean, it's tough around here, trust me. So I get it. I'm in. I understand. But if you could, for instance, tell me by October 5th if you're not going to be into November, and by November 5th for December, and so on. And I do believe that early next week, I will be able to show you my intention for November so that you have plenty of time to just either be in or out. Okay. Well, you won't be able to find, I'm sorry for the confusion on the YouTubes. It is streaming to YouTube right now privately because remember, this is the paid content. We don't want it streaming into YouTube so that people can get the paid content. We want it to be private so then um I can share the link. So, yeah. But you're here, so you're good. Right? Right here. You're here. So that is how that works. Okay, so every Monday I'm going to come on. One of those Mondays for sure is going to be a Zoom. All right. And I'm going to reevaluate. The thing that I like about this is the 2-shot. If I can perfect the 2-shot on the Zoom, then I may just go to Zoom so that everybody we can see each other. Well, I know you can see me, but I miss seeing your face. So we'll figure that out. I'll figure that out. But just know that every Monday I'm going to come into this group, 30 minutes, maybe 60, just depending on what we need. And then we'll just do that. Okay, so that's an ad. That's a new commitment, a new ad, and I think it'll be good for all of us. Shelly, oh my gosh, I'm zoomed out. Do you do a lot of Zooms? Everyone's like, I know. So we'll just see how this goes. You know, maybe we do 2 of these and 2 Zooms. I don't know. But but what I do know is every Monday. All right. Is there anything else? I think we're good. I think we're good. So that is all of the that's all of the what you call it, all the talk. All right. So let's talk about the kit. The seed beads are all Toho. So I'm super proud and excited about that. I've always had the account, but now I have all the sample boards and try having all those seed bead colors staring at you. And so, you know, that's hard to stay focused. Okay, lots of Zooms is hard. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, I think if we have the one like we've been having and then this, I think that'll be good. So you have your Toho 8s, you have your Toho 11s, you have bugle beads. This bag is full of a lot of deliciousness. You have your bugles And let me tell you, those, especially the twisted ones, they are hard to find. They are hard to find. I mean, this is from when I had Jewel Craft. These tiny little guys, I don't know, they're super tiny in that bag. That's hematite. Okay, there's 50 pieces. There should be around 50 pieces of hematite. Then there's a few gemstones, the bugles. And so remember, this project was inspired by the one that came in that I did. Is this one in the book, or is this the one that I did at Aleene's? I know I did this at Aleene's as well, but I can't remember if this is in the book. No, the black one is in the book. Okay. So I toned it down a little with the fringe just to kind of, just to kind of be a little more conservative there. But so yeah. Okay. Well, let's I think I'm going to remove myself and Warp. So Thor Kitty is sleeping on my box and I don't have the heart to move him. That's fine. And Juliana, that would help. I have some twisted bugles in my oh yeah. Yeah. I need to find my guy in New York. Yeah. Well, that'll probably be that'll be like the last Monday, because we'll have to go through all these other steps. But okay, let me see how this works by removing me. Okay. All right. So yeah, I will tell you the hardest part about this loom is like figuring out how to demo, but this works out pretty well. It seems like it's getting the most space. So I am working with the Wildfire. Okay. So let's bring, whoops, there we go. And it's the 0.06. That's typically what I have on hand and what I work with. Someone is asking for a pic. A pic of what? Let me know what you need a picture of, and I'll take a picture. I just don't know what you're asking for. So I'm going to work from the spool. And I think what I'm going to do, well, okay, so yeah, nope, that's going to be next. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me see here. Okay. I was using the book directions, so not 7 warps. Yeah, 7 warps, because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 O's. Yep, 7 warps is good. Yeah, this one has a 2 Kara. Oh, I know. You can't find any of the new Wildfire colors. That's a bummer. I know. I wish I could get them too, but I think they're just like, every time I go to my Michael's, the jewel loom is sold out. So. A picture of the project. Okay. I'll take a picture of this, but quite frankly, there's not one of the one we're making, but it's a modified version of this. So when you are doing the choker, just for those of you that I know are going to get ahead of us, when you're doing the middle part, if you are working it as a choker, you want to be conscious of like how much weight, because man, this thing can get heavy really super quick. I can't do heavy. Deborah from Texas, her piece was just phenomenal, but she can sport that and wear that. I can't do heavy. That's how come I added the hematite little guys and then the chips. I felt like there was a good balance too. Or you can just do all, this is really beautiful, just doing the 11 O's. It's really, really pretty. But Kara, yeah, we'll do 7 warps and we'll skip 1 groove. So I'm going to go ahead and let's see, just move this a little closer. So, I always do like a little loop in the air. And then I'm going to bring it around the button and get that to tie as possible. And here, I'm going to stand up because I have a better, better grip on everything here. Let me bring this up really quick to the camera. So yeah, I just tied it around the button. Okay. And then let me bring this down. So I don't know, I've seen where some people have tried to come all the way here, but really not for nothing. If you're just making a piece in the, that's small like this, I mean, you could just make it, go easy on yourself, right? And just do it down the middle. I love when the project's aligned with a sword. It's kind of powerful. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. So just going to come over here and I'm going to try to go slow so you can kind of watch my hands. And you can see that I'm really, I've got it really nice and taut. The trick here is going to be to guide the camera, my hand, and this big old loom so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm just going to slide it up this way. So you might have seen where I did like a raw, quick warp video, but there was no sound. And the reason why is every time I was sliding her, it was this obnoxious noise. And I was like, what can I possibly put on the table that she wouldn't be so loud? So I'm just going to eyeball. Let's see, is that about right? Yeah, maybe over one. Okay. And again, and so when I watch carefully, so what I have found, see how I kind of moved my hand a little bit? Okay. And then I'm holding it. I got my thumb right here on the thread. And then I wrap around that button and I'm wrapping around it again. Just for added security. I mean, there's such a distance between the top, and we just want to do whatever we can to try to keep that first warp as nice and taut as possible. So that's what I've been doing. And then, see, this is where I'm going to get all wonky. I got to like maneuver my body here, you guys. Okay, hold on. So I'm skipping one. Okay, awesome. I did it. Okay, hold on. I'm going to bring this up to the camera. See that? So I skipped one. Whoops. And tilt forward. I'm like a model right now. I have my body completely twisted. So funny. Okay, so losing my voice. That's weird. Okay, one. Yep. So I got one. I just want to make sure I have one. I do have one. Okay, now we're going to go up to the top. I don't want to lose my grip. I clear a big space. Well, yeah. I got my laptop, I got the overhead, I got my, it's like impossible. But that is a very, very good point. Clear your space. Hey, Rosalinda. Okay, so I'm just checking to make sure that I still have that. I've noticed that, I don't know if you just caught that, but when I scooched up one more time, I felt a give. I felt a give get tighter. Does that make sense? I felt the give. Yeah, I felt that there was so there was a little give, like having conversation with myself. I felt like there was a little give, and when I pulled it one more time, I could feel it get more tight. So, so that's good stuff. 7 warps, skip 1. Yep. So I'm going to come back around the button and just guide it here. Okay, awesome. So there's 3. And I think I'm going to push this out there. There's one. I saw that. Thank you so much. Okay, how big to make her choker for a 15-inch neck? That clasp is going to add, how, I can't measure her right now, but I think she's almost an inch. Let me focus on this so I don't screw it up. Okay, cool. Oh, I'm very, very happy with my warps. Sorry for this obnoxious sound, though. I was like, what could I slide on that wouldn't be so... I was trying to think. Do you see how each... I mean, I'm not trying to, like, win a race when I'm warping this big girl. You know, like, I'm really... Yeah, okay. Oh my gosh. Hey, Claire. Happy birthday to your daughter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wrap it around. Coming back up. So that's my 6th warp, right? This is so funny. All right. And again, I just want to give it a nice pull. Thank God for wildfire. This stuff is strong, man. Okay. And 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so that's going to be my last warp. Did I do that right? Yep. Okay, cool beans. So coming down. And just give me a second. I'll come back into the camera. It's hard with the screen, but that's what we're using. Can kind of see it. Okay. So, whoops. I'm going to put my finger there just to kind of keep everything nice and secure. Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So then, whoa, hey, get back in there. Can you hear that? That's so cool. All right. I want to show you. So I'm just wrapping it around several times. I just don't want to lose my tension. Okay. So there's what it looks like. It really, oh, thanks, Debbie. It really is just like warping the jewel loom, you know, except for she's a lot longer, right? 25 inches. Yeah. Very cool. Okay, so I've got it wrapped around a few times. I might do it a couple more just because I don't know. Just for giggles. And let's see, where do I want to... Yeah, I think I want to end. I want to end like this. All right. I'm probably going to cut off more than I normally do just because. I'm going to... Whoa. Let me bring this down a little bit more. There we go. Okay. And I'm going to turn my body this way so that I can see what in the world I'm doing. And then I'm just, you know, I'm taking... Whoa, where'd the camera go? Hello. Where are you? There you are. I'm just taking the end. Where? There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to take that end and then I'm going to bring it under carefully because I don't want to lose my... Which I have, I'm wrapped around the button. Come on, little guy. There we go. Whoa. Okay, thank you. All right. You do it so neatly. Yeah, I'm just trying to... It's really the no barking. He's like, yeah, but Joey next door is barking. Let's see how I want to do this. I think I'm okay. I don't think there's any tension. Oh my gosh, I did a photo shoot once at Aleene's, and Craig, the camera guy, God bless him, he had me so contorted in my poor body just to get this one shot. It was so funny. Those were the best times. Okay, come on now. Yeah. All right. I was being graceful, but now, okay, come on. There we go. Oops, did I just come over? All right, there we go again. Okay, I'm going to get rid of some of that excess. I think I cut off too much. I got to come up, not down. Hold on. I'm going to like lick the end of this. I know, it probably just freaked everybody out, but whatever. It happens. Now you know I'm normal. Okay. Right, I know. It's obviously a lot easier when you know, you're not like trying to keep everything in the camera here. Let's see. I'm probably fine. I'm just being completely extra. I'm being extra, but that's fine. Extra's good. I'm gonna go this way. See, now I can see better like what's going on. So let's bring this up to you. So it's a little bit more wrapping around the button. But you know what? With the bigger limb, I'm just gonna say let's be safe and always be a little more extreme. Ooh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Sometimes what? All right, I'm super stoked. Very nice. Awesome. Okay. Look at me giving myself big applause over here. I'm going to just do this one more time. I don't know why, but I am. Okay. Awesome. All right. I'm going to, okay, put that to the side. And cool beans. Let me see. Did I miss any questions? I think I got everybody. So I'm going to come back over here. And let me see. Okay, so yeah, so I have a 13. Let's just bring this one into the view real quick here. Okay, so I think my neck was 13 and a half. And so this was, okay, so this was 13 and a half long. Let me measure my neck. Hold on. Let's see. What do we got these days? Plus, you want to measure it so you don't choke yourself. Okay, so let's see where that is at. So yeah, okay, so that my neck was 13 and a half inches long. This beaded piece is actually 13 and a half inches long. And this particular clasp added what, like almost a half an inch? So I would say bead as long as your neck measurement, because the clasp is going to give you that extra. You know, you could probably do a row or two less than your neck measurement, and then the clasp is what's going to allow you to breathe. Does that make sense? Because I'm looking here, And this is just a shy of 13 and a half. It's like 2 rows shy of 13 and a half. And then the clasp on this guy, this particular clasp, oh, you can't even see that. I'm sorry. This particular clasp is, oh, there we go. About a half an inch. Okay. So, what I would do then, okay, let me get back in view. And I think I'm going to bring this up so that you can see everything again. Let's see what we got going on here. So what I would do is find the middle. So we have 25, we have 25 or 20, like 24 and a half, almost 25 inches long of beading space. And so for me at 13, let's see, where does 13? So I'm going to bring it down to just about, I mean, I could come down a little bit more, can't I? Yeah, so for, yeah, so you just want to find like the middle here, right? So 13 and a half. So if I came down to the handle of the sword, so that looks good. So yeah, just find your center. Okay. Now, what's this question? What would you use to warp for a choker with the FW pearls? Well, what we know with this particular loom is that we can use a beading thread or we can use a 0.5 hemp cord. You know what? For giggles, hold on. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Let's see. I mean, the 1 point doesn't really, it lays kind of like it does on the jewel loom, the 1 millimeter cord. I mean, it's not going anywhere, so you could probably play around with that, by the way. See, it's kind of like when you're doing it on the original, right? That anything heavier past, past 0.5, it will probably just lay, but I don't know if it's going to stay. We'll have to play with that. So I guess whatever material would fit. Now, you could, the grooves on the goddesses are bigger, but if you're asking me specifically about on the Wisdom Warrior, then we know that she likes the beading thread, right? That works out perfect. And we know that 0.5 cord works perfect. Freshwater pearls. Ooh, yum nums. Yeah, that would be so gorgeous. Well, that's got to be that has to be a thin cord because the holes on freshwater pearls are not going to be that big. So probably a beading thread. The pearls that I used in the book are check. So they were not the real deal. Okay, so I already have my needle. Let's see what's going on here. Let me bring in my seed beads. I love this color, by the way. I think I'm going to have a bead weave create combination with this color. And I did do, oh, that's what I was thinking of. Perfect, Debbie. Thank you. I was like, I know there's, I was visualizing a trip to bead and button one year, and I was trying to remember the name. Awesome. So where did I say? I'm going to start like maybe down here. Okay. And then I'm just going to do a loose Or do I want to wait? No, you know what? I'm going to do the under over. And let me see if I can't bring the camera down a little bit. Hold on. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Better? Definitely closer. Okay, so let me do this. And under, over, under. And then when I'm working with this long piece, I like it to be, I like to guide it. Oh, whoa. Bring it down a little. Okay, and then does it matter if you tie or do you? It doesn't. I mean, it's just a preference. And then who was it that just did like her own little technique on the bead along? Danielle. She has like a little trick she does. I think you just want to get on. So again, just patiently bring all of this because you don't want it to get all knotted. Oops. Okay. Cutie. Perfect. Good stuff. Awesome. All right. So then I'm going to come under the loom, transfer that to my right hand. And let me just bring some seed beads into the picture. So I'm going to pick up 6. 1, 2, whoopsie. I'm so tight on the loom, it's hard to see my hand. Let me scooch this over so you can see my hand. So that's 3, and then 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then we're just going to slide those off of the needle. Get this back into camera here. Bring them all the way down and under. Whoops, there we go. And as we all know, the first row is sometimes, oh, this might actually pop in. Come on. No, you cannot share a warp. You need your own. There we go. Awesome. So I'm just supporting that with my pointer finger. Okay, and I've got them popped up in between each one of the warps, and I'm going to take the needle and I'm gliding through those beads. You could see the needle. Let me bring that up. Okay, it's going through the beads and it's on top of the warps. Whoop. And let me pull that. Sometimes with that first row, I just like to hold it with my 2 fingers there so it doesn't lose its self. So perfect, see? So we got that first row. Whoa. First row. And now we're going to come back under. And by the way, so, and it might be hard to tell, here's the loom, right? And this with the needle is my left hand. And my free hand is my right hand. And the beads are to the right of me on a bead mat. Okay. So right now the needle is in my left hand. I come under the warps, transfer it to my right hand. Okay. And then I come over to where all the beads are and I scoop up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to let those fall. So they're just going to go to the very end. And now I help to guide them up with my left hand, my pointer, and they should Yay, just pop into those little warp alleys right there. Awesome. And now I'm going to take the needle. I've got the needle on the right side of the loom. I'm guiding through the beads. And then I'm pulling it out. And again, because I'm working with such a long piece of wildfire, I just like to guide it. Now, we want to make sure that when we're pulling, remember, we don't want to have like that little excess ribbon. Sometimes if we don't pull enough, we'll get like a little loopy of the beading thread. So we need to pull tight enough. Whoops, where'd you go? Pull tight enough so that we don't have that, but not too tight that we distort the warps. So again, we're going to come under and pick up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if you're working on a bracelet or you're working on a pendant, you know, just keep in mind that your warps, I mean, for bracelets, I usually do go 6 across, especially if I'm going to do the loops, because then the loops add more dimension. Okay, so you just keep guiding. I haven't seen a comment. Can somebody make one just to make sure I'm still on? Maybe you're just in a meditative state watching, which is awesome, but just let me know you're alive. Ah, good. Thank you. You were all in deep beating meditation. Okay, so again, left hand with the needle under the warps, transferred over to my right hand, picking up the beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I just let those fall down, all the way down, and then guide them up. See, there's that. See, let me show you. Do you see right there that little loopy guy right there? So if I don't pull again, I'll have that little guy on my choker and I will not be happy with that. So all gone. So it's just that you need to pull. Don't pull too tight, but pull tight enough that you don't have any loose ends. 6. I just get so excited when I hear that sound. It's like, ah, oh, good warp. We got good warp. Are there any questions? So I think for this visit, we will focus on getting this length done. And what I'll do is I'm going to come back. I'm going to leave that there, but I'm going to come back up to, I'm going to add myself. How is Gage? Oh, I know. He's so stinking cute, that dog. What was I going to say? So for Monday, it's going to be a Zoom, because that way too, like if Deborah and the others who are not on the Facebook can join us, then I know that Monday was a good day for them. So I'll schedule a Zoom, and I'll probably warp again, and I'll probably do this again, right? Because this was just kind of like, you know what? I'm feeling like I need to see you all and reconnect. And it just feels like there was a gap of time there. And I don't like that. That's how come I just want to do this every Monday and stay connected. Nancy wants to know, well, I do 2 jewel arms, but keep in mind, like I can manage 2 jewel arms. So just if you do, which is like probably 2 yards, I guess. So if you do that, just, you saw how I was guiding the thread, don't be all like, woo, fast and furious. Okay. The class, it's titled Looming. She's a little different on the tie off. Okay. Is that what it is? Danielle's not, she's not in the private group. But yeah, so she just had a different way of starting her warps, not her warps, her wefts. She had a different way where she was like she was holding the beads, and then she was like coming back through them. And it looked awesome. And if you can figure it out, that's fantastic. But I do it the way I do it, because if you have troubles, then I know how to help you with my way. Right? Because I can't tell you how to, I don't know, I couldn't tell you like how to do her way, but it looked cool. Aw, thank you, Shelly. Yeah. So yeah, and the other thing too is just like getting product right now. Oh my heck. Like we are talking 120-day, if you have to get a large amount of something, if you need something special, it's like 120 days. So that's how come I was like, okay, gotta, I hate saying you have to do things on certain days, but just kind of have to right now because it's a little cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, good. I don't know who was in a class with me at the JTV experience that one year where the one lady accidentally like literally cut her warps off right at the end and was getting ready to put her clasp on. And we laughed because it was like I was doing brain surgery trying to get her sewn back together. But because we were doing it the way, we were all following each other, I was able to like save her bracelet's life. It was so stinking funny. I don't know who was in that class, but it was so funny. So yeah, so here we go. I'm thrilled with the warp on this loom. I hope that you are enjoying it too, because look at that. Whoa. And watch my hands, right? watch my hands and how I'm holding, and like I'm really guiding the warps, because this is it's a long process, right? It's like going from up here and then all the way back to the other end, 25 inches. And you're like, so don't get all flustered or freaked out. Just like guide her, wrap, put it, or put the thread around your hand. And, I kind of equate it to like when I used to, um, take the big rope off the boat and put it around the what you call it. See, I've lost all my words, but anyway, just play with it. Just get to know your work. You all are doing so good. I feel like I don't even need to tell you that, but I know there's some people who are still like, you know, who are still like trying to get their rhythm, and so. But man, you guys are just killing it on this loom. And I'm just so pleased. I couldn't be more happy. Oh, and you know what? We're just going to do the buttons right side up and sideways, both, because it was like equal amounts of people liked them one way or the other, and we can do that. We could just offer them. So I've got to get all that done. I still owe a stand to somebody. Oh God. Okay. Once it's warped, it's easy. Exactly. Yeah, because it's so much like the jewel loom. All right, we just entered right after the 1 hour mark, so I'm going to close so that the people watching this next don't can just get right down to business. And I appreciate you so much. If you have any questions, again, I'm going to schedule the Zoom for 4:30 on Monday, and then from there on out, we'll just meet up in here um, every Monday for whatever reason. Okay, we'll just bead whatever we're working on, and I think that's going to be good. It's going to be really good for me because I need structure. Keeps me in line. All right, let me know if you need anything. I appreciate you. I love you. Have a beautifully blessed week. Work on that gratitude list, right? And just breathe. Put your headphones in. And on that note, no further ado. Rando says, I'm over it. I need my walk. Okay. Have a beautiful weekend. I will see you Monday.